So this is the first concept art. I mean, first look. First look, guys. I gotta say, damn, it looks, it looks sweet. It looks sweet. I gotta say, destruction are coming back without a doubt, and I like this one. If they build upon what they had in Firestorm with the flames and stuff, I think. Okay. There we are. If the... What the hell? There we are. If they build upon what they had in Firestorm with the flames, I think they have a great tech right there. Ahead of its investor day on September 17th, EA revealed fresh details on its untitled Battlefield game alongside its first official concept art, which IGN can exclusively reveal for the first time. Woo! IGN can also confirm that Battlefield will be returned to a modern setting after stints in World War I and II in the near future. Sweet. While EA is cagey about specifics when it comes to concept art, including declining to a name of the city where it's set, looks like Italy, France, or somewhere else in Europe, it does include details that should stand out to long-time fans of the series. Among other things, it appears to suggest that the ship-to-ship and helicopter combat will be part of the new game, and that it will feature natural disasters like wildfires. Wow. They were supposed to have that in 2042, but it got dropped. Its grayish color scheme is evocative? I don't know. What the is that? Which remains one of the most popular games in the series despite being released a decade ago. Yes, Battlefield 4. One of the greats. All of it points to a back-to-basics approach for next Battlefield. Indeed, head of Respawn and Group GM for EA Studios organization Vince Zampella is quick to shout out Battlefield 3 and 4 in the course of sitting down with IGN to talk about these new reveals. Okay. On the decision to return to the modern era, Zampella says, I mean, if you look back to the peak or the pinnacle of Battlefield, it's that Battlefield 3 and 4 era where everything was modern. And I think we have to get back to the core of what Battlefield is and do that amazingly well. I love that. And then we'll see where it goes from there. But I think for me, is that peak of Battlefieldness is in that Battlefield 3 and 4 days. I gotta agree. And a little bit of 5 and 1. Those two has some great features. So I think it's nostalgic for players, for me, for the teams even. Those are kind of the heyday, although I would say 1942 also. Oh yeah. Definitely. 1942. Amazing game. It was. The return to the modern setting represents a course correction for the series after Battlefield 2042, which eventually found its footing. But was otherwise wildly panned for features like specialists. Characters that made it seem as if Battlefield was trying to be a hero shooter. Its ambitious 128 players maps also proved unpopular with fans who preferred a more focused experience. Battlefield 2042 eventually went back to supporting 64 players per maps, and the next Battlefield plans to stick to that approach. And guys, to have the game with 128 players was so dumb. They could have made the destruction way better, the maps a lot better, everything a lot better if they just had 64 player maps. And they went back to that. I mean, what could have been? But it's nice to see they learned. Yeah, the 108 player did it make it more fun. No, it didn't. Like doing the number for the sake of the number doesn't make any sense, and that's what they did. We're testing everything around what's most fun. So like you said, the maps, once they get to a certain scale, become different. It's a different play space, and I think you have to design around that. So we are designing something that is more akin to previous battlefields. I'd rather have a nice, dense, really nice, well-designed play space. Some of them are really good. I can't wait for you to see some of them. Hey, guys, okay. Okay, I think, Lazy. This is good news. Specialists also out this time around. So, I wasn't there for 2042. I don't know what the rationale was, but for me, it's like the team tried something new. You have to applaud that effort. Well, okay. Yeah. Not everybody liked it, but you got to try things. It didn't work, it didn't fit. Specialists will not be coming back. So classes are kind of at the core of Battlefield, and we're going back to that. I mean, he is just spitting facts and come with great news. He's careful to stress that Battlefield 2042 was the failure of a game. Okay. Despite not doing as well as hoped, he knows that the development team really spent a lot of time learning how to adapt it and getting things back. Still, EA doesn't want to repeat of this experience it had with 2042. We want it to be good. Of the gate. Okay, so this is basically him saying, God damn it, the game sucked. Ah, shit. That is so awesome. It adds up to what one might call classic Battlefield, but bigger. Big enough that it merits the efforts of 4 separate studios in DICE, Motive, Ripple Effect, and Criterion. Ridgeline Games was briefly part of its development before being shuttered after founder Marcus Letho's departure. Andrew Wilson claims it's one of the most ambitious projects in EA's history. I hope so. Nevertheless, Sampella remains vague on what all of that actually entails. It's definitely getting bigger on Battlefield. Hold on. It's definitely betting bigger on Battlefield. He's going in and expanding what Battlefield is. We have to have the core. The core Battlefield players know what they want. They've been with us forever. They've been amazing supporters. We need to earn trust back and get them back on our side. And then it's expanding out and getting more players into the universe and seeing what we can do. So when you want a different experience, you don't have to leave Battlefield. You can experience more things within the Battlefield universe. So we're expanding the offerings that we're giving. So the Battlefield hero shooter is still coming. Portal 2 and Battle Royale incoming. Yep, I think Battle Royale is coming. I think it is. In the meantime, Activision Blizzard is planning to release Black Ops 6. Where Battlefield has stumbled, Call of Duty has largely continued to thrive. It begs the question, will Battlefield ever outsell Call of Duty? If you look at the best Battlefields have outsold some Call of Duties and other way around, back and forth. So I think absolutely it can. While sales data is incomplete, the while sales data is incomplete, the publicly available data for even weaker releases like Infinite Warfare has typically favored Call of Duty. I mean, is that what we're going for? I mean, not directly, but always. We're not looking to take down Call of Duty. We're making something that's different, and we're making something that's us. But yeah, it definitely has the possibility. EA is hoping for that. But at least they don't copy COD, which is good. On the subject of pushing into the transmedia space, where franchises like Last of Us and Fallout have thrived, the latter taking home an Emmy Award, there are definitely opportunities there. We had some discussions, but it's not our core business. Oh, to me, that stuff, when it works, it's super cool. Like Arcane was great, but there's other ones that haven't worked as well. And I won't name those, but you know what they are. It's a marketing opportunity of getting your franchise out there. And it's not core to what we're doing right now. So, we are game first. Hey! That has to work. And if the right opportunity comes, absolutely, we'll look at it. And do we take meetings all the time? Sure, but it's not the core business. So, it's that balance. I would love to see it. Right now, we're not looking at anything like that for Battlefield. Holy shit! So, they completely did a 360 because EA last year they announced like a series, movie, this and that, hero shooter, mainline Battlefield, this and that. It's gonna expand. So they went back on that. That's good. It's unclear when the next Battlefield will release, but there are signs that EA is ramping up for 25, having entered full production early this year. According to Sapella, EA is playtesting the game every week and plans to launch a community program next year, though it's unclear if it's a closed beta or something else. Wow. Okay. We have a program that we're going to announce next year around getting more community in, because that's kind of the core what we have to do. Get the community back on our side, get that trust back. So I think we're in a really good place. Is it challenging? Of course. But it wouldn't be fun if it wasn't. I like that. He's so positive. He's so positive. But look at Apex, guys. Look at Apex. It's doing shit right now, and it's not doing what should have been done. You know, they're charging more money for the Battle Pass. They're splitting it up through the season. I really hope they don't do that with Battlefield. Sampella is broadly taking we'll see approach to both the PS5 Pro and unannounced Switch 2, though he has some kind of words for Nintendo in in particular. Let's go. I mean, since Switch 2 isn't announced and it doesn't exist, I can't really comment on that. But I would say absolutely. Nintendo, along with Microsoft and Sony, are great partners for us. And it's also important to us on our business at EA, at Respawn. Holy shit, how is this written? Along with Microsoft and Sony Nintendo, along with Microsoft and Sony, are great partners for us. Are important to us on our business at EA. At Respawn, would love to see... What the f***? How is that written? What the hell is this? We don't have anything to announce, but there is a word, sure. Oh, hold on. We don't have anything to announce, but is there a world? Sure. We love them as a partners. It'd be great to us. I love the Switch. One way or another, EA is spending a huge amount of time, money, and manpower on the idea that the multiplayer shooter space is ready for shakeup. As for whether that bet will pay off, it sounds like we'll know sooner rather than later. I mean, that would be sweet if they released that next year. I doubt it though. But damn, community test environment incoming, like what they did with BF4, did they? Before they released BF4? Yeah, that shit turned BF4 around to what it is today. Okay, so that's smart if they do that before they release the game though. If it worked for BF4. Amazing. October, November 25. Yeah, I think they go for that too. Around the holidays. Without a doubt. EA wanna get in on that Christmas shopping. So yeah, I think so too. October, November 25. Without a doubt. But I gotta say, if you look at this, this is a map right here. Maybe, okay, around here. I mean, that would be sweet. And then maybe you have a small area here. But I feel like they're onto something. I feel like they're onto something. Without a doubt.